The Secret of Iyabisola's Salon, Part 1. Iyabisola was a famous hairdresser, known all over the country. People loved how she styled their hair, and they always come back to her salon. Everyone thought she was just talented, but nobody knew the dark secret behind her success. Every evening, after all her customers were gone, Iyabisola would lock the door of her salon. Then she would sweep the floor, collecting each single thin piece of hair left behind. She did not throw them away. She carefully packed the hair in a small bag and took it home. When she got home, Iyabisola would place the hair in a big pot and fill it with water. She would then boil the hair for 3 long hours. The steam would fill her kitchen, but she wasn't cooking dinner. She was cooking something else, something very powerful. After the boiling was done, Iyabisola would save the water. She used it like a regular water, saying it gives her more strength. She used it as body spray, believing it keeps her beautiful. Stay tuned for episode 2. Please like and share to your loved ones, and thanks for watching. The Secret of Iyabisola's Salon, Part 2. Iyabisola's shop kept growing day after day. More people came, and soon she was the only hairdresser in town with many customers. The other hairdressers were left with nothing. Some closed their shops for good, while others gave up on hairdressing and started new business. The few who stayed behind became frustrated, watching as Iyabisola's fame grew while they struggled to get even one customer. Whispers began to spread. How is Iyabisola doing this? They wondered. How does she stay so powerful? The other hairdressers grew suspicious. They knew there was something strange about Iyabisola, but they did not know what. They needed proof. One day, they came up with a plan. They decided to plant a CCTV camera in her salon, hoping to catch her in the act. That very night, after Iyabisola braided her last customer's hair, she locked up her shop. She swept the floor as usual. Unknowingly, the camera was watching her every move, placed them in a bag and took it home. Everything seems normal, but the hairdressers knew something was wrong. The Secret of Iyabisola's Salon, Part 3. The next morning, the women gathered to watch the footage from the camera. They saw her sweeping all the hair and carrying it away. But that wasn't enough. We need to see what she does with it, one of them said. We need to plant another camera in her house. It wasn't easy, but after a week of planning, the women managed to sneak a small camera into Iyabisola's house. That night, when Iyabisola returned home, she had no idea that she was being watched. She went straight to her kitchen as always and began her strange ritual. The women watched from their screen as she boiled the hair in a large pot, steam rising as she chanted quietly to herself. They saw everything. The next morning, Iyabisola went to work as usual, unaware that her secret had been discovered. The women did not waste any time. They took the video footage to the king of the community, showing him the proof of Iyabisola's dark practice. The king was furious. He called for Iyabisola at once. When she arrived at the palace, the king asked her to explain what the women have seen. But Iyabisola had no words. She couldn't defend herself. Her secret was out, and there was no escape. Without hesitation, the king banished Iyabisola from the community. She was forced to leave. Her shop closed forever. The women, finally free from her powers, returned to their lives, knowing they had stopped something dark from growing any further. Do you think this is the end of Iyabisola? No. Watch out for the return of Iyabisola. Please drop your comment. Your thought means a lot to me. Like and share to your loved ones. The return of Iyabisola, Part 1. After being banished from her home, Iyabisola went to another community, far away. No one knew her there. They did not know her dark past, nor the secret powers she possessed. So she decided to start over again. Iyabisola opened a new hair salon. It wasn't long before people started to notice her incredible skill. Her braids were perfect, her style is unique, and soon her salon was filled again. The people of that new community had no idea that every night after closing, she continued her strange ritual. But this time, Iyabisola did not just collect the hair left on the floor. She became more bolder, more desperate for power. She began collecting hair from newborn babies, believing it would make her stronger than ever. She even visited graveyards at night, digging up graves to take the hair of the dead. With every single piece of the hair, her power grew. Iyabisola became so powerful and popular as well. She became more wealthier than what she had been before. She lived in a grand house, surrounded by servants and luxury. But one question is, will they find out about Iyabisola's dark practice? Find out in the next episode. Thanks for watching. The Return of Iyabisola Part 2. Iyabisola's power grew stronger than anyone could imagine. She became so powerful that no one could touch her. Everybody in the new town were afraid of her. Her money kept growing, and nobody asked her how she got so successful within a short period of time. One night, Iyabisola wanted more power. She did something even darker. She went to the grave of a wise man whose spirit had great power. Late at night, she went to the graveyard and dug up the grave. She cut some hair from the body, but something felt strange. But Iyabisola ignored it. At home, she boiled the hair like she always did. Suddenly, she heard voices, and the spirits of all those she have cut their hair appeared and started flogging her. Iyabisola started screaming, but no one was there to help her. With one final scream, Iyabisola was put completely on the ground. The next morning, her servants saw her lifeless body on the ground. They didn't know what happened to her. And that was the end of Iyabisola, the once powerful woman. What did you learn from this story? Please drop your comment, and thanks for watching.